You're watching the Tyres New Zealand Endurance Champs, proudly brought to you by Bailey's Caravans and Alliance Services.
Really good to see what Marco Giltrap can do from the pole position there. He's got the mighty Mark Mustang next to him of Sam Collins on the grid. Behind them there, we've got Jordan Mickles and Hermana Malmazak, Marco Schelp and Steve Brooks.
Giltrap keeping them nice and bunched up here. He unleashes that Porsche now. Marco Schelp eager to try and get on with it, so we're away and racing. Collins having to defend as they go through the bus stop for the first time, and that works for Sam Collins. Good job.
Yeah, good positioning of the car there. Everyone looks to have made it through cleanly.
Some damage to the rear of the 185. Yeah, Martin Neal.
Fortunate for Muddy, but he'll push hard to catch back up to the field.
It's the sixth Rentals entry in the hands of Marco Giltrap, who leads them into the S's. And so it's been a nice start by Marco Giltrap. It looks like Hermana Malmazak trying to get on with it here, but can't quite find a way past Collins just yet in second place. Marco Schelp, great job on the start. He is hustling at the moment to pick up some positions and lead the Wolfbrook Porsche of Steve Brooks there. Giltrap is clearing out. He lays down a 1 minute 39.273 straight away.
Jordan Mickles moved up to fourth. Marco's actually dropped down there to Marco Schelp down to sixth place. So Glenn Brazier's moved up to seventh place. Nigel Cromie there, leader of the GT4 cars, they're in ninth place, doing a brilliant job.
Here's Hermana again as they head into the carousel. He snuck the nose or showed the nose, but I think there was some caution.
We see, and he's turned him around.
They make contact. The rears, I think, Ronan, locked, and as a consequence, he went into Sam Collins, who will be filthy.
Look at that back wheel on the angle that it's sitting at. They're going nowhere.
And Hermana's managed to get the car going, so cars obviously seems to be okay.
The field compresses. We go under safety car with 50 minutes remaining in this 1 hour. So a few of them into the lane. Good work by the sixth Rentals crew. They've been able to react quickly, get that stop done for Marco Giltrap.
A lot of the cars decided to make their pit stop right now, which could end up paying off later in the race. Yeah, the Wolfbrook boys have decided to stay out. Bit of an alternate strategy playing out here. Interesting decision down there.
Lights out on the safety car. And looks like we'll get a restart this time around. So it'll be the Wolfbrook Porsche that controls the field. But remember, the Steve Brooks Bill Riding entry are playing a different ticket here, aren't they, in racing terms? Wolfbrook Porsche gets the gas down, and away they go now into the bus stop. Little bit of lap traffic for Marco Giltrap to contend with. Just get through there, get it done nice and cleanly. He does, and he exits and heads into the southern loop. Well done. And he will get by the Wolfbrook Porsche.
He's retaking the lead. Good move there from Marco Giltrap going to the final corner there.
Marco is your race leader. He has the quickest lap of the race so far. The 34 of Brazier has made contact with Jordan Mickles, and that's the reason why you can see some smoke with that bodywork.
It's left a bit of debris down there as well, down at the hairpins.
And we can see lights on the Highland Subaru WRX safety car. We go safety car once again. Mickles has got a flat left rear tyre.
Yes.
Has that gone down, or it's a slow deflation? Gone. Tyre's gone. A couple of them taking service at this point in time. You can see the Wolfbrook Porsche making its way. And what have we got? We're only half race distance. There is still time for that car to claw back some positions. Okay, lights are out on the safety car here. Young Marco Giltrap will control the field. We have 28 minutes remaining, so we thought in qualifying this would be an action-packed race, and it has not disappointed so far.
As we can see, Rusty, at the top four is made up of Porsches, and shout out there in fifth place to Nigel Cromie, first of the GT4 cars in the McLaren. He's doing an outstanding job. Action down there, one of the GT4 cars.
Off the exit of the carousel. Good pickup.
Yeah, a couple of people there had to make a bit of evasive manoeuvres to try and get around him.
Sixth Porsche has got margin already over second place Glenn Brazier, so we can see the damage to the right front. Gary Derrick trying to get by, has a little look in that menacing black and Dayglow Porsche sitting in third place.
And Marco Schelp's just throwing that 997 around, trying to stay with them.
We are being told that that incident involving the 910 of Hermana Malmazak and the 777 of Sam Collins will be investigated post-race, so they clearly want to talk to both drivers. Change of spot for second place. It's Ben Derrick gets through in the 148. Glenn Brazier is under assault here now from Marco Schulp, who's endeavouring to go with Derek. And look at the way that Marco Schulp is now sneaking down the inside of Glenn Brazier.
It's brought Nigel Cromie back into the mix here as well in that GD4 car. He's pushing real hard, and also even as well, Steve Sullivan and Adam Julian are starting to push back up through the grid as well.
That's Derek to the lane now, and the team telling us some sort of issue with the belt, so absolutely gutting for that team.
But man, it's working out so well at the moment for our race leader in Marco Giltrap. He, Ronan, has amassed nearly a 10-second lead since that restart. Marco Schulp to the lane. Hard luck for Marco Schulp. 2 races, 2 dramas. Look at this fight going on of Hemana Melmazak.
And what we're actually seeing here, Rusty, is a bit of a comeback from the dead for Hemana Melmazak. And there goes Nigel Cromie making the move on in Brazier there for 4th place.
Gets it done.
As we can see, Hemana's actually, he's on the charge now.
Hemana has been able to get 2nd place. So that's an amazing recovery by Hemana Melmazak. He is hustling. With 9 minutes remaining, Hemana Melmazak has been able to reduce the advantage to 7.9 over Marco Giltrap.
Looks like Hemana's turned it round at the Forest elbow, and that'll give a huge advantage to Giltrap now.
Jordan Mickles has recovered to 7th place despite that contact earlier. That margin with 2 minutes remaining, still out at 21 seconds. So this has been a sublime drive by Marco Giltrap. Nigel Cromie has got his hands full there at the moment in that fight for 3rd place. The 909 of Francois Beziac is there. The Wolfbrook Porsche is there. So that's a close fight at the moment.
And that's Julian. Julian's been turned around in 3rd.
Checkered flag has waved. Congratulations. Marco Giltrap wins the 2nd 1-hour race hit. Hemana has finished provisionally in 2nd. 3rd place will go to Francois Beziac, and the Brooks riding entry will get 4th.
Race Control has looked into the incident between Melmazak and the Collins Mustang. Melmazak receiving a 20-second penalty, and 3rd place Beziac has also been hit with a penalty for contact with Adam Julian. So Melmazak retains his podium, but this promoted the Brooks riding Porsche to 3rd, with Beziac down to 6th.
It's been a really interesting race. We came in the 2nd safety car. We went from 3rd place down to 14th. And so Bill had a big challenge on his hands, but he drove really well, managed to get through a few people. He had a bit of a whoopsie going through the bus stop yesterday and crashed our other car.
After yesterday, I've been fairly gun-shy to get back behind the wheel. Let's be honest, it took a bit of encouragement from the boys, but thanks to everyone, great teammates, James Marshall Motorsport, and a massive thanks to this guy beside me. We've pulled through, back to business as usual, sharing the race, it's what we know, and they're on the podium, ready to come back next year.
Great work from Marco. I'm sorry for the incident. I think it happens. I was inside, but yeah, this is a race incident. Yeah. And it was hard to catch up. I was helped by the safety car, obviously. So this is my first time racing the GT3 here and doing the championship. I'm quite happy with the result for the team, for everyone that supported me, for my family, for the sponsors, and I'd like to thank the organization. It's been great.
First weekend in the Cup car, and I absolutely love it. As Mana was catching, I just sort of kept increasing my pace. I made a few mistakes, sort of overheated the rears a little bit, but they came back to me, and then he spun, and that sort of released the pressure a little bit. We knew coming into it that the start was going to be everything, basically. If we got a good start, we'd have a really good shot of winning. With the Mustangs pretty quick off the line, but we managed to get the jump and then consolidate from there, and then a few safety cars, and then just keep building the gap lap after lap.
Well, there you have it, guys. Race winner, Marco Giltrap.
A break now and back with more from Highlands Motorsport Park.